VaLentine, thank you so much for speaking with me. I am a huge fan of the show. Your storyline is like very juicy.
Is it?
So it is. So I know you have been talking for like a year and a half during the pandemic, and then now you're finally meeting. My question is, what is the biggest misconceptions that you kind of had before meeting? Because talking and then meeting, vastly different.
I really didn't have any misconceptions. Literally, what I expected is what I got. But the only thing that we were up in the air about was who was taller. Like he had a hard time translating his height into, I guess, inches and feet for me. And every time he tried, I would get a different answer. So I was like, I don't know, we'll just wait and see who's bigger. And his hope was that he was bigger than me. And I said, why? Because do you think that means you can be the top? I was like, because that doesn't mean that. And he was like, I just want to be bigger. And he ended up being bigger than me.
Is that something, I know you've spoken that you spent so many years kind of in the closet, you're out now, and I think that fans really are grasping towards that because it's fresh and it's new. And so one of the things that I was wondering, every couple has their issues. Help with your weaknesses in this relationship.
I think the fact that we are both very assertive and very confrontational. Like neither one of us has the ability to ignore what we may perceive as the elephant in the room for too long. And although that can get on each one of our nerves sometimes, because either one of us might not be in the mood at the time for all of the energy that's coming our way. But what I found is it has caused us to like hit milestones that couples who live in the same city and date for months, we hit ours 2 weeks ago. We seem to have hit so many milestones really quickly, because we always challenging each other. It's just our nature. So I think that's definitely a strength that kind of helped our weaknesses, like not being able to actually touch and feel each other on a day-to-day basis, even though we yearn for that. So that's definitely a strength that I always look at, that I'm thankful for.
Also a musician. You're also a musician. We got to hear some little bit. So I was wondering, what would you say, either from your catalog or anyone else's catalog, is the best song to describe the relationship?
It's funny you asked me that because it's a song that I wrote and dedicated to actually our relationship and Carlos, that to me defines us to a T, our situation. If you don't mind, I'll sing a little bit of it.
Please.
Oh, okay. So the song is called Adore You. And it goes, no matter what they say, I'm gonna be here anyway. No matter what the problem, no matter what the outcome, baby, it seems the world is against it. Everyone's full of opinions. Even our family's divided. They gotta just support what I'm trying to do with me and you. Never thought again I feel this way. Right back another love slave. I know this time will be different. You show me the real makings of a winner. Winner, I do. Now remember when I say it, cause it's true. I do truly adore you. These words you can hold on to. I do truly adore you. And that's it. So the lyrics to me really, you would have to, actually I have music out and an EP, and the song Adore You is one of them. It's out on all digital platforms right now. So if you wanted to hear the full lyrics, you'll really listen to the lyrics and hear the story. It really defines Carlos and I's relationship. And I think a lot of people can relate. So it's just about overcoming all obstacles and knowing that this is your person, and I don't care what nobody say, and I don't care what it takes to get to you, I'm gonna get to you.
So I was wondering, how does he fuel you as a musician?
Oh, oh my God, he loves it, okay? Like this song, Adore You, like he is like the biggest fan of the song. He's like, oh my God. Sometimes he recites it to me And I think it's quite interesting. But yeah, he loves my musicianship, and he loves the song Popular that you saw me singing in this season, because he's seen the final product. And he's like, oh my God, you're so talented. Yeah, he's one of my biggest supporters.
Kind of talked about the opinions of others. My question is, why would you join this show that, you know, millions of people are watching around the world and there are opinions everywhere? Why do that?
You know, I never really, I mean, I knew people would comment and things like that. I didn't know the magnitude and the intensity of it, in which I would get those comments or like people's opinions, but I don't care. Please. To me, that's one more cross to bear here in America, and as a openly gay Black man, please.
Right.
Well, you know how many things I had to overcome in my life, you know, just growing up, having to come out to my family. I'm like, yeah, get in line, please. I don't care. I'm gonna still do what I need to do.
So kind of part of that openness that we all love, kind of the honesty that you bring to the show. But I was wondering, you have a film crew that's with you all the time. How do you let down those walls? Was there a moment of I'm going to be vulnerable and just this is a really private moment after time?
You know, I will be honest and say, oftentimes I forgot that they were around me, because you get so used to the cameraman is not just a cameraman. I know his name, and you forget that these people are around you with cameras pointing on you all the time. And again, this goes to Carlos and I's personality. We so passionate and confrontational that all that matters in the moment is I want to be heard. You know, and it's like you forget everything else around you. I'm just focused on Carlos and trying to work out our situation. And then literally there are moments in and out of it where I'm like, oh, people are around me. I need to, you know, but it's easy to forget. Like, I promise you, it's like quite easy to forget.
In the show, Carlos did express that he wondered if he was kind of using the polyamorous lifestyle kind of as an excuse. How do you build trust in a relationship and just being together with someone who's not polyamorous?
You know, that's kind of tricky. I think that each individual that's polyamorous and trying to pursue that with a type of relationship has their own way of dealing with it. Myself, I just think that I have to be very, very aware of Carlos during the process, and how I don't introduce anyone to him like that I'm not serious about. Then I don't think it's best that I introduce the person to him. I think I just bring him around the person. And oftentimes I really think I should just wait and do it with him. So we just out and we are very open with each other, like, oh, he's handsome. Oh, he looks great. And we just comment like that. And then I'll find that we are liking the same person. And then I'll say, oh, he's cute, you know, you should holler at him. And I will probably encourage him to go and talk to the guy, you know, or we'll talk to him together. I just think it's important, especially with Carlos. He's not polyamorous, to make sure that he's involved in the process, knowingly or unknowingly, and then kind of being aware of how comfortable he is with the situation as it develops, you know? And if he is uncomfortable at any moment, I really feel like it's my duty to be ready to cut it off. Okay, cool, and move on. Otherwise, if I mess that up one good time, there will not be another opportunity, you know, at least for a long time coming, I believe, with Carlos, because he's very, very passionate. So I don't want to piss him off, because then I'm gonna have to wait even longer to kind of get him back in the space where I'm trying to introduce it to him. So I'm really mindful of how comfortable he is in any given moment and trying to move step by step together. That's just my way of kind of handling it.
Right, understand completely. Thank you so much for speaking with me. I love watching the journey, and it's been an adventure so far.
Yes, it has. It is. I hope everybody stay tuned. Of course, Discovery Plus every Friday. You can catch us and everybody else on the show. I know that I really enjoyed the whole process. It was quite interesting. It was like a whirlwind. And even being on the show, I promise you, helped to kind of fast track a lot of our development. You know, it really did. I mean, it caused us to have conversations in private that we would not have even had, you know, because we were like, the camera was on us, and these situations were happening. And I was like, oof. So when we got in private, even in private, we had more intense conversations about what happened. and it helped us to grow stronger through the process, you know? Yeah, so I'm grateful. I'll be honest, like I'm grateful.
I understand completely. Thank you so much for speaking with me. And I love again the shirt, the hair, everything.